Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're back here with the continuing coverage of the 2026 SummerSlam, the Asian Tournament Invitational. It's the Macau Black Knights up against the TAOYUAN Beer Leopards as we take a look at the Macau Black Knights starting five. Douglas, Newman, Mysek, David, and Wilson. And for the TAOYUAN Leopards, it's Lewis, Perovic. You also have Lohan You also have Lee Shen Kwan. It's the TAOYUAN Leopards alongside the Macau Black Knights won last night, and the last person for the Leopards is Zhuang Bao Win. I'm Justin Alfonso alongside Carlos Acamos. Carlo, what should we expect from both of these teams?
Yes, Justin, these two teams are coming off victories yesterday. The Macau Black Knights coming off their first win, while the Taiwan Beer Leopards are unbeaten in their first two games. So the Beer Leopards are eager to stay winless or stay unbeaten in their group stage campaign to have a great shot at facing the bottom team in the crossover quarterfinals, while the Macau Black Knights are trying to also start their own winning streak, their second straight win to improve to 2-1. So they will also have a chance to face an inferior team in the standings in the crossover placement matches. So we'll see which team will extend their winning streak today.
Macau Black Knights with the basketball first here. They won their game yesterday against the Sichuan Jincheng Whales 101-90. They were down as much as 20 points last night, and they were still able to pull off the W.
Yes, what a great turnaround for that team right there, and they are trying to pick it up from where they left off. So we'll see if they can sustain that one.
The guy with the basketball right now, Cole Mysek, had 29 points. Will Douglas will have the second touch. He will miss that one. And now the TAOYUAN Leopards last night won their game against the Neon Tengu by 19 points. So this squad here off to a great start here in the Asian tournament.
Yes, the Beer Leopards showing you that they are one of the championship favorites here. One of the best newcomers in leg 3 of the Asian tournament. So we'll see if they can keep it up and show you that they indeed belong in the Asian tournament.
Last night, they were able to really shoot the lights out, shooting 48% from the field, almost a 50% shooting performance from the 2 and a 3, as a 3 is up and a 3 is no good there. And Macau with an early stop. Wilson getting extended minutes now for Macau, starting this game alongside Noah Newman. Newman attacks, gives it up to Wilson. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Now it's with Mysek. Mysek swings over to Wilson. Wilson a couple of jabs. Back to Mysek. Mysek fires away and he doesn't hit. Douglas with the rebound. Douglas spins. Douglas goes up and Douglas will go to the free throw line.
Again, Will Douglas trying to pick it up from where he left off. He had, he's the leading scorer of them in their last game. I think he had more than 30 points. They had a team high or game high 34 big markers for the Macau Black Knights. So we expect him to continue to shoulder the load here for the green shirts.
Will Douglas, 34 minutes, 34 points, like Carlos said, almost a point a quarter. I mean, a point a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, he played 34 minutes. So what an efficient showing for the Black Knights' new star.
As Douglas will hit the first 2 free throws of the game. It's going to go back to the TAOYUAN Leopards. Like we said last night, shot an amazing 50% from the field and a nice take there by Han but Han won't make it. And here comes the Macau Black Knights. Will Douglas attacks. Pulls up from the free throw, gets that one to go. First 4 points, all 2, Will Douglas.
Will Douglas loves that mid-range area, and again, he was successful in that possession.
Han pulls up. Oh, actually, that's not Han That is Shin Kwan. As a foul will be called on Wilson. And then Shin Kwan will go to the free throw line. Shin Kwan, 24 minutes of action last night, tallying 22 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists, shooting 71% from the field. only shooting 85%. Well, not only, that's pretty good in percentage. 85% from the free throw line, but he misses that first one. Shot 14 times from the free throw line, Sheen Kwan, so he knows how to get to the rim.
Again, that's good if you're an offensive player, knowing how to draw those fouls and produce points from the foul line.
4-1. 3-point lead for Macau here. Noah Newman brings it up the timeline. Newman goes to Craig. Craig at the high post. Craig looking for a teammate. Kicks it out to Wilson for the corner. Wilson drives. Wilson goes up, and Lewis just blocks Wilson there. Wendell Lewis gives up to Sheen Kwan. Now it's with Perovic at the corner. That doesn't go. Craig with the rebound. Newman goes the other way. Newman to Douglas. Douglas crosses over. Hesitation. Mysek corner three. That won't go. 0 for 2 now for Mysek. Luhan has it. At the right side corner here. Perovic goes to Sheen Kwan. Sheen Kwan attacks. Sheen Kwan stops. Gives it up to Wendell Lewis. Lewis goes to Perovic. Perovic corner three. Yes, sir.
Nice find by Lewis. Open man is Marco Perovic on the right corner, hitting that open three.
As I think the referees counted as a 2, as the score is 4-3. As Noah Newman will cross the timeline. Newman pulls up at the mid-range, draws the foul on Hunter, and Noah Newman will go to the free throw line.
Basic horn set for the Macau Black Knights, and Newman just choosing the right side for that screen and just gathering for that mid-ranger.
Noah Newman, extended minutes last night, 20 minutes. But did not really show up in the stat line as he only scored 3 points. But he did have 6 assists.
Yes, again, Noah Newman making his presence felt not just in scoring but in a multitude of ways, and he's been that spark plug for the team whether he starts or not.
As Newman buries those free throws as a substitution here for TAOYUAN. As Luhan will take an early break for Coach Lin Guanjun. 6 minutes and 55 seconds left to go here in the first. Slow scoring game here for both squads. Perovic gives it up. Now it's with Sheen Kwan on the right side. A mid-range pull-up won't go. Ball is tipped. Will Douglas with the rebound. Douglas asking Mysek to go corner. He finds Newman fading away. Gets that one to go.
Nice cut by Noah Newman and nice feed from Will Douglas.
As it's an 8-3 lead for Macau. Luhan gives it up to Perovic. Now it's with Zhu Yo. Zhu Yo kisses it off the glass. What a shot there from Zhu Yo. As see here, if the Macau Black Knights can continue on their offensive advantage. Douglas, right side, pulls up for 3. No good. Ill-advised shot there from Will Douglas as swing the ball to the opposite side. Perovic, top of the key. And that ball is going to go out of bounds as a miscommunication there between the Leopards.
Wasted chance for the Leopards that time because of they were unable to execute on offense that time, so a chance for the Black Knights to extend this lead.
8-5 approaching the halfway mark here. Like we said, this Macau Black Knights squad was able to get a win last night to even up at 1 win, 1 loss. Let's see if they could get their second win here. Newman fades away, same spot, not the same result. And a football pass will not succeed here for the Leopards, but they will retain the basketball. 8-5 is the score. As the Dio and Leopards will keep the rock. 5 minutes and 34 seconds left to go. Inbounding, Sheen Kwan. Now it's with Boyan into Lewis. Lewis won't make it, and Lewis will shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be a foul on David Craig. David Craig cannot believe it. Wendell Lewis last night, 26 minutes of action. Shooting a great 71% from the field. 21.7 rebounds and 3 assists. as Lewis will shoot his first free throw here. You know, Lewis is one of those big men that is very, very versatile.
Yes.
He can move, he can paint in the post, and also defend.
Yes, that's what you want from your big man. Big men nowadays can't just be a traditional post player, but you have to be able to shoot it from the outside and make the plays from the mid post area, like Nikola Jokic, an offensive hub as a big man.
This basketball is with Newman here. Newman gives it up to Mysek. Mysek goes to Craig. Craig DHO to Newman? No. He will go to Joseph Obasa, who's finally suiting up for the Macau Black Knights. Obasa fades. Obasa will miss that one. And a turnover for TAOYUAN, and it's going to go back to Macau.
So the misfortunes continue here for the Leopards. A slower start compared to their first two games, and kind of like the New Taipei Kings, the Taiwanese teams here hitting a rut in their third game.
Both the Taiwanese teams starting off really, really strong, having double-digit wins against their opponents in the first 2 days. And now, New Taipei lost in our last game here, in our second game. And now it's the TAOYUAN Leopards off to a slow start.
Yes, maybe like what you said in the game earlier, I think these Taiwanese teams are still trying to adjust to the gameplay. You're playing 3 straight games in 3 consecutive days, so maybe they're still adjusting to that style of play.
And we're still going to play games tomorrow, so it's going to be not a back-to-back, not a back-to-back-to-back, but a back-to-back-to-back-to-back games for all of these teams. So you need to be in shape, you need to be ready, you have to take care of your body. I'm sure all of the physical trainers of all teams are working double time, making sure that the guys are all right on this 4-game game night as that wild shot goes in for Macau.
And adding to your point, no partying at night.
Yes, I'm sure.
For now. Or maybe on Thursday night.
Yeah, Thursday night, maybe. As Wendell Lewis in the low post against Ubasa. Lewis will draw the foul, and that's what we're saying. Wendell Lewis is such a physical force that other imports are forced to foul him sometimes.
Again, if you have that advantage, you have to take advantage of that presence down low. So Lewis trying to capitalize on that.
Joe Chung drives, kicks it out for a 3, and that won't go. The ball's going to go out of bounds, and once again, it's going to stay with the TAOYUAN Leopards. 10-6. Both teams low scoring here in this first quarter. Total of 16 points for both squads as a substitution for the Macau Black Knights. As Jamal McCoy enters the game alongside Elijah Johnson. Combined of 20 minutes of action for both of those players. Also combined for 6 points from the bench. And let's see if they can have more of an impact here in this matchup. So our officials are having a discussion here on what exactly is going on. But we have 2 more games coming your way, folks, here on this Wednesday afternoon. We still have, or 1 more game. Actually, this is the 3rd game. And we have 1 more game. It's Nihon Tengu up against the Sichuan Jinchong Whales. The Leopards here. They'll give it to Lewis. Lewis fades away, and Lewis gets it in.
Nice soft touch for Lewis. Just fading away that time and cutting the lead to 2 points.
Douglas attacks and a putback dunk by Joseph Ubasa.
Ubasa in the right place at the right time, just skying for that putback slam.
Basketball is with the Leopards. They're down by 4 points. Basketball is with Joe Chung. Joe Chung drives middle. Joe Chung kicks it out. A 3 is up, and a 3 is no good. Douglas with the rebound. Douglas, point forward duties. Gives it up to the right side. Johnson to Douglas. Now it's Ubasa. Ubasa spins. Ubasa puts it up. Ubasa will miss that one. And the rebound's going to go to Shin Kwan. Lin. 12-8 is the score. Lin attacks. Lin, free throw, teardrop won't go. Rebound's gonna go to Joe Chung. He fires away and he hits.
Good second chance opportunity for the Leopards, making sure they find the open man that time, and that fell to the hands of the shooter from the left side.
Only a 1-point lead now for the Macau Black Knights. Basketball is with Ubasa. Ubasa drives and Ubasa will travel.
Ubasa caught stepping first before making that dribble.
12-11 is the tally. Combined 23 points here with 3 minutes and 7 seconds left to go in the first. There's a TAOYUAN Leopards starting to wake up here in the first. A 3 is up and a 3 is good, and the Leopards here waking up in the first quarter.
Leopards starting to heat up now, back-to-back three-pointers as they are suddenly now on top by 2 points.
Macau needs to be careful here, as this is TAOYUAN squad. They're a championship team in their domestic leagues. Has also had the names of a Dwight Howard and a DeMarcus Cousins play for their team. And let's see here if the Leopards can pull off a win. Mysek has it. Mysek loses it, and there's going to be a foul. Let's see who it's going to be on. Oh, it's going to be a foul on Cole Mysek.
Wow.
And it's going to stay with the TAOYUAN Leopards. Mysek having some words to the officials. 14-12. Side out of bounds. Lin Shen Kwan will be inbounding, and we're going to have a review here as Lin Shen Kwan was about to inbound. So far, Carlo, what has worked here for the Leopards to be able to come back after a slow start?
Yeah, I think they've been staying patient. I know they're a championship team in their mother league in Taiwan, and despite being down early on here, they slowly clawed their way back, and now it's not a surprise that they are back on top, or they grabbed their first taste of the lead.
Nice. Speaking of Lin Shen Kwan, 24-year-old, standing at 6'4". Like we said in the previous broadcast, he was the first overall pick in the T1 League, drafted by the team he's playing for right now, the TAOYUAN Leopards, in 2023. He's an Asian Games gold medalist in 3x3 men's basketball in the Asian Games in Hangzhou, China. Also a national team mainstay for the senior Chinese Taipei national team. Putting up strong numbers in the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers. So, Shen Kwan is almost like let me say, a Gilas Pilipinas member. If he was playing
exactly.
for the Philippines. So, let's see here if he can continue to lead his team to more victories here in the Asian tournament. As we will resume action shortly here on the floor for Macau, Mysek, Johnson, Lloyd, as well as Ubasa and Lau. Sorry, McCoy and Johnson. As the Leopards, Shen Kwan has it. Shen Kwan, nice pass to his big man, but they can't control it, and it's going to go the other way. 14-12 is the score. A 2-point lead for the Leopards. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the first. As basketball is back with the Knights. Johnson attacks, gives it up to McCoy. McCoy goes to Ubasa in the mid-post. Ubasa kicks it back out. McCoy drives, goes all the way, and he is fouled. He's going to be shooting free throws. McCoy, one of the bench players for the Macau Black Knights. And hopefully they can start performing more for their squad, as they're missing a few big names. Jamal McCoy at the line. This squad down by 12, or down by 2, sorry, with 12 points. Boy hits that one. 33-year-old from Chicago, Illinois. Chicago also develops a lot of basketball talent.
Of course.
Derrick Rose is one of them. He is one of the biggest what-ifs in the NBA.
Yeah, the youngest NBA MVP in history. Could have had a Hall of Fame career had he not been injured often.
As Perovic will work his way inside, and Perovic has that European-like gameplay.
Yes, and that's a refreshing sight for teams here in the mostly Asian players, and now you have a European-style big man trying to make a contribution.
And a steal here for the Beer Leopards, and look at Ubasa reject that one. And here comes Macau. They're down by 3. Basketball here. It's with Johnson. Elijah kicks it out. Lau, 3, no good. And the rebound's gonna go to Lloyd. Mysek launches a 3 and he hits.
And that's a good thing if you're Cole Masek. You hit your 3-pointers early on. Let's see if he can add to that total after this one.
16 apiece here in the first quarter, and a timeout has been called by the Leopards. And we'll be back after this quick break. Welcome back, everybody, here in Chengdu, China. It's a TAOYUAN Beer Leopards up against the Macau Black Knights, 16 apiece. About 80 seconds left here in the first quarter. Basketball here is with Sheen Kwan. Sheen Kwan gives it up to Lewis. Wendell in the mid-post. Wendell, soft touch is good.
Nice basic move for Wendell, just posting up his defender, and a quick turnaround for that soft touch.
Basketball here is with Johnson. They go to Ubasa. Ubasa, high post, looking for a teammate here. Gives it back to Johnson. Johnson goes to Lau, goes to Mysek. Mysek launches, Mysek hits.
And right on cue, we mentioned Cole Masek hitting one earlier, and now he's starting to heat up with the second tray of the ball game.
1 point lead again for Macau. Basketball is with Perovic, mid-range jumper, no good. The rebound's gonna go to Ubasa. And Johnson will bring it up. Elijah drives, Elijah goes up, and Elijah will finish.
Again, you were mentioning the absences of the star players of Macau Black Knights, but Johnson is one of those players trying to fill that void.
Sheen Kwan, 5 seconds to work with. He drives, he goes all the way, and Sheen Kwan will finish. That's going to be it for the first quarter, 21-20, a 1 point lead for Macau.
A great start for the Macau Black Knights. They saw the Leopards make a comeback, but now able to regain the lead with their play on both ends of the floor.
21-20, only a point separates both of the squads as we have 3 more quarters coming your way here. The 2026 SummerSlam, the Asian Tournament Invitational. We are back here in Chengdu, China. 21-20 is the tally. As the TAOYUAN Leopards down by 1 against Macau. Basketball is with Lin Shin Kwan. Shin Kwan goes inside. They throw up a wild shot. It's going to be Layo Wenkai going to the free throw line.
Good drawn-up play to start the second quarter for the Leopards as they were able to draw a foul, 2 free throws for them.
There's Wenkai at the line here for the Leopards. Makes the first free throw. 35, 6'9" center. Playing for the Beer Leopards. As the veteran makes both free throws. 1 point lead for the Beer Leopards here. Let's see who will get a bigger advantage down the stretch. As Johnson here getting extended minutes for Macau. Playing well for the Black Knights. Lau gives it over to McCoy. Jamal drives inside, loses it. He regains it. He pulls up. He's blocked. And Johnson with the recovery, and that's going to be a shot clock violation.
Great defense, blocked from behind by Perovic to bother that shot and force that shot clock violation.
22-21. 1 point lead for the Leopards as Jamal McCoy will take a break. Newman will re-enter the game. He's going to be guarding the Chinese Taipei national team member in Lin Shin Kwan. As the basketball here is with Guan Hao. Now it's with Shin Kwan. Shin Kwan drives. Shin Kwan uses the screen. Shin Kwan attacks. Left hand layup high off the glass. Won't go. A cleanup won't make it. And Macau with the basketball. Douglas attacks. Douglas kicks it out. Wilson goes to Newman. Newman goes to Craig. Craig, top of the key. 13 seconds to work with. He's looking for Mysek. Still looking for a teammate. Goes to Newman. Newman, mid-range jumper. No go. Here, Leopards are going to go the other way. Perovic wide open from downtown. Won't go. Gets his own rebound here. And the TAOYUAN Leopards will take it slow. Basketball is with Bo Yen. Bo Yen goes to Perovic. Perovic drives. Perovic bumps. Perovic will draw the foul.
Perovic just putting the ball down the floor and trying to blow by Craig that time, and he was able to draw the foul.
David Craig is a very animated person. Also, for him to be 7'3", 7'4", right? He has very long arms as well.
Again, an advantage if you're the Macau Black Knights, having that steady inside presence for you.
As Marko Perovic will make that free throw. One of the vets of the TAOYUAN Leopards. His second free throw will go for Marko Perovic. 3 point lead now for the TAOYUAN Leopards. Macau here will try to close the gap. They're down by 3. Now Noah Newman goes to Craig. Craig in the low post. Craig looking for a teammate. Goes to Mysek. Mysek fires away. He won't connect. Perovic with the rebound. Ball is loose. Douglas will recover, and Douglas with an easy 2.
Great steal. Just waiting for that passing lane. And nice steal by Will Douglas for that easy layup.
Shin Kwan asking for a screen here. Wenkai uses it or sets the screen, but Shin Kwan won't draw the foul. You can see right away the veteran savviness of Lin Shin Kwan. Drawing that foul on Noah Newman. A 1 point lead right now for the Beer Leopards. Noah Newman having a conversation with the official. And side out of bounds. Inbounding is Shin Kwan. Gives it up to Bo Yen. Bo Yen goes back to Shin Kwan. Shin Kwan drives baseline, pulls up at the logo. That won't go. Douglas will go the other way. Douglas attacks, loses his footing, regains the basketball, splits through the defense, and that's going to be kickball. sloppy possession there from Macau. You don't want that if you're trying to get the lead back and sustain it.
Yes, again, against the Taoyuan Beer Leopards, you have to take better possession, take better care of the ball. And again, if you can build a cushion as big enough, then you should do it, because you know you expect the Leopards to bounce back and make a run here.
Basketball is with Jun. Jun goes all the way, and Jun will convert.
Nice two-man game with Perovic, and nice finish, nice strong drive.
Wow, Will Douglas will take it all the way, and Will Douglas is flying all over the court here, as Douglas will convert that one.
And Will Douglas, again, also playing like that Adrian Bernard, yeah, like you mentioned in that first game. He's as I can see him in the third game. I think he does play like Adrian Bernard, so it's perfect way to fill the shoes of the former Black Knight star.
The only difference between Douglas and Bernard, I think Bernard is just taller, I think, 6'11",
And more athletic,
and more
yeah.
athletic. And Bernard has more outside presence as well. He can shoot the three, and he creates more often. He's way more aggressive. But Will Douglas, same play style, athletic, gets to the rim, slasher. So let's see if Douglas can fill up the shoes of one of the best players in the league. As Lewis puts it up, Lewis won't get it to go. And here comes Douglas. Kicks it out to Wilson for a corner three. That won't go. Look at Noah Newman get the basketball, and he puts it up.
The smallest man on the floor, standing tallest that time, grabbing that offensive board, and the putback.
27-26, a 1-point lead for Macau. Basketball is with Wendell Lewis. Now it's back outside to Joyo. Give it to Shin Kwan. Jun attacks. Jun steps through. Jun off the glass is good.
What a slow but effective move from Juang that time, faking off his defender and just stepping through for that open shot.
1-point lead for the TAOYUAN Leopards. Douglas attacks. Douglas goes up, and Douglas will convert.
Will Douglas continuing to take over here, knowing that he can take the defense one-on-one, and scores that time again.
Will Douglas at the line here for the Macau Black Knights as the new reinforcement for the squad. Will Douglas is only 6'5", so compare that to the height of Adrian Bernard. It's about 6 inches shorter, so he's a 6'5" version of Adrian Bernard. As like you said, he played in the Guangzhou Luong Lions CBA squad, also for the Shanghai Blackbird in the Chinese NBL. So a prominent name in Chinese basketball. 2-point lead for Macau. Basketball is with Zhou Cheng. They go inside to Wendell Lewis. Lewis in the mid-post. Lewis drives. Lewis puts it up, and Lewis will put it in.
Good footwork for Lewis, just turning around the defense and just scoring on that short stab.
Douglas dumps it off to Ubasa. Ubasa will throw it out of bounds, and it's going to go the other way.
A missed chance right there for Joseph Ubasa. Just miscommunication with the guard on the right side.
I'm curious if Joseph Ubasa and Kung Maisek met with each other in Ateneo.
Could
they
be,
were in
yeah.
the Philippines. Something I'm curious about. And we'll find out later on today, as a three is up on the right side for the Leopards. That won't go. Ubasa will haul it in. Johnson gives it up. Maisek wide open from the corner. Butter! Cole Maisek continues his hot performance from the outside.
Again, Cole Maisek, that's his third three-pointer already. So if he's that streak shooter, then it's a good sign for him.
Douglas attacks, kicks it out. One more for Cole. In and out. And the rebound is going to be hauled in by Zhao Cheng. Here comes the Beer Leopards. They're going the other way. Nice in and out cross, and a foul will be called. And guess who's going back to the free throw line? Lin Shin Kwan.
Again, the man who knows how to go to the foul line continues to produce here for the Leopards.
Lin Shin Kwan, like we said in the previous game, went to the free throw line 14 times and made 12.
That's star level attempts.
Some James Harden attempts there.
Yeah.
As Sheen Kwan again at the line. In the first quarter, he was able to go to the free throw line twice. As we have a stoppage here of the game, 33-30, a 3-point lead for Macau. Macau sticking around and always having this 1 to 5 point lead throughout this whole game.
And we'll see if that's enough. If you're playing against the Leopards again, you're playing against a dangerous Leopards team that when they click the button or they click the on sign, then they can just pull away from any time. So if you're Macau, just be careful with your offense and execute better as well as on defense.
As Sheen Kwan will make that first one. It's a 2-point lead now for Macau. Like you said, this team is dangerous. This Leopard squad. They have a lot of tools. They have a lot of young, fast guards, and they also have a big presence in Wendell Lewis in the paint. As the Macau Black Knights will go the other way. They're up by 1. Look at Douglas here being an aggressive. Kicks it out to Mysek for 3. Mysek won't get that one. He gets his own rebound, flips it up and good.
What a nice recovery by Cole Mysek and just scooping it up and in.
35-32. Lin Sheen Kwan fires from 3. Yes, sir. It's a tie ball game.
Again, both teams now trading baskets. We'll see which team can play better defense.
35 apiece here. Lin Sheen Kwan showing us why he is a mainstay in a Chinese Taipei national basketball team. As basketball here is back with the Macau Black Knights. Johnson gives it to Douglas. Douglas uses the screen. Douglas launches a 3. That won't go. Mysek with a rebound, and Mysek will draw the foul.
Another good recovery for Cole Mysek, getting that miss and attracting the contact to draw the foul.
Mysek will head to the free throw line here. Cole Mysek onto a really good start this game, despite having that nightmare of a game in the first match of leg number 3 for Macau. Cole Mysek will walk up to the line here. 6'1", 30-year-old. Sherman Oaks, California. He was picked 34th overall in the Philippine Basketball Association Season 50 Rookie Draft. But he was not able to get a contract. And now he's playing here for the Macau Black Knights. When I've heard, he's good playing here for Macau, as they have a pretty good agreement. As TAOYUAN with the basketball, they lose it. Look at Johnson hustle after it, and Johnson will go up. Johnson won't make it, but Mysek is there with the cleanup.
The third offensive rebound in as many possessions for Cole Mysek and another cleanup job.
Blocked there by Ubasa. And here comes Johnson. They're up by 3. Johnson attacks. Johnson goes all the way, and Johnson will convert.
Nice fast break opportunity again by the Macau Black Knights, and Johnson, nice lefty finish.
The Macau Black Knights here looking real good in the second quarter. They have a 5-point lead, as we have 2 more quarters coming your way. We'll be back here in Chengdu, China. right, we're back here in SummerSlam leg number 3, and look at the defense of Noah Newman. And this is what we're talking about Noah. Anytime he's in the game, he's playing 110%.
Again, that's his reputation, like what we've seen in the first 3 legs of this Asian tournament. A hustle player who just is a spark plug for any team he's on.
As we have a timeout on the floor, we'll be back after this quick break. We are back here in Chengdu, China, as the Macau Black Knights inbounding the basketball here. Douglas receives it, goes to Newman. Newman fires away. Newman won't make that one, and Lewis with the rebound. Lewis gives it up to Lin Shin Kwan. Shin Kwan pitches it ahead. Corner triple for the Beard Leopards, won't go. Douglas with the rebound. Newman ahead. Newman goes up. Newman reverse layup is good.
What a way to evade the defense for Noah Newman. Just a dipsy-do shot up and under.
42-35 is the score. 7-point lead for Macau. 42-35. Lin Shin Kwan with the basketball. Swings it to the left side. Now it's to the corner, and it's stolen. Here comes Newman. Newman attacks. Newman gives it up. Douglas. Oh, nice move from Douglas. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Macau Black Knights. As we're going to have a review here. As every possession counts at this rate. 42-35, 2 minutes and 19 seconds left to go, as we've gone through 2 games already here today. Philippine Aces United won against the Shenzhen won against the Philippines, or the Philippines won against Shenzhen 94-92, sorry. And then Stadium Academy getting a win over the New Taipei Kings 88-76, and now this is the 3rd game of the day. And Macau so far up by 7 against the TAOYUAN Beard Leopards, Carlo.
Again, the mainstays in the Asian tournament now getting their groove in the 3rd day of the tournament. So again, Macau Black Knights trying to make a move here and sustain this lead against the Leopards.
And let's see how they will do just that, as there's 2 minutes and 19 seconds left to go in the 2nd quarter. As Macau Black Knights will have the basketball. Inbounding is Elijah Johnson. Johnson goes to Newman. 7-point lead here. Newman swings it over to Wilson. Newman gets it back. Newman goes to Wilson. Wilson attacks. Wilson pops up mid-range. Fade away is good.
A shot for Wilson that time, falling away, but still hitting that over the outstretched arms of the defender.
Basketball here is with the Leopards. Lewis in the mid-post. Lewis jabs. Lewis goes middle. Lewis loses it. Johnson with a steal. They're up by 9. Johnson attacks. Johnson puts it up for Ubasa, and there's going to be a foul on Wang Zhouyu.
Beer Leopards, making sure that there were no easy baskets for Ubasa that time and a clear push on Ubasa.
As the Macau Black Knights here, after a tough start to leg number 3, they're looking good here. In the last 2 games, Johnson goes to Wilson. Wilson, dangerous pass. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Macau Black Knights. As Wilson on the floor here, helped up by Newman and Sheen Kwan. Side out of bounds. As our mopper making sure that there's no wet spots on the floor. Side out of bounds. Johnson gives it up to Newman. Newman goes inside. Now it's back with Newman. Newman throws it up and throws it in.
What a tough shot as well for Noah Newman, but still managing to get it through.
11-point lead now for Macau. Double digits as the TAOYUAN Leopards here not looking like the TAOYUAN Leopards we know them as.
Again, maybe the same thing happening compared to the new Taipei Kings. We'll see if they can bounce back. They still have a full half to go. We'll see if they can, again, show their real stuff in the second half.
Basketball is at Guan Hao. Guan Hao surveying, lurking, goes inside, bumps, puts it up, and there's going to be a foul. And Ding Guan Hao will be going to the free throw line. And Guan Hao last night, 7 minutes of action, scoring 7 points on 75% shooting, so pretty good, efficient outing for the swingman. As he's at the free throw line now for the Beer Leopards. 25-year-old, 6'4" player. Also played for the Chinese Taipei national team U18 in the FIBA Asian Championship. He's averaging 4.5 points here in the Asian tournament so far. As this TAOYUAN Leopard squad have a few guys that have played for the national team for their country.
Again, if you're playing for that, for the national team, then you're considered one of the best players for your country. So basically, kind of like a national team here for the TAOYUAN Beer Leopards.
As we have 2 guys that we have discovered that plays for the national team. As it's 46-37 here. Johnson brings it up. Johnson. Good pressure defense there coming from the Leopards, and there it is. That prevails. Ball is loose, and the Leopards will get it. They're only down by 9. Nice pass inside to Lewis. Is deflected by Ubasa. Here comes Douglas. Douglas attacks, and Douglas will draw that foul. And Douglas putting pressure on the Beer Leopards defense here has been paying off.
Yes, he's been the one having success against the defense of the Macau Black Knights. So again, the Macau Black Knights trying to continue to give him the ball and just letting him do the work.
As Douglas buries that first free throw. Will Douglas, 6'4", 6'5", point forward for the squad. Like we said, 34 points last night, 9 assists, 8 rebounds, playing with a triple-double. As the lead is back down to 10 here for Macau. They swing it over to the right side. The Beer Leopards here trying to cut down the lead. Less than 40 seconds left to go. Wild shot is up and no good. The Black Knights will go the other way. About a 9-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Douglas uses a screen of Ubasa. Douglas throws it up to Ubasa. That won't go. Lewis gives it up. Guan Hao goes back outside here to Bo Yen. 11 seconds on the game clock. Shot clock has gone dark. Zhuang Bo Yen. And a shot is up and a shot is no good, but there's going to be a foul, and Wang Zhouyo will go to the free throw line.
Nice drive to the basket and just zigzagging his way through the defense and able to draw the foul.
Wang Zhouyo. 26 minutes of action last night. 12 points, 3 rebounds on 40% shooting. Went 4 for 9 from the 3-point line as he makes that free throw, brings it back down to 9 points. The Taiwanese teams here today off to flat starts, and their opponents have been taking advantage of it. As Macau up by 8. Douglas, 2 seconds, 1 second. Douglas all the way, and there's gonna be a last second foul on Lewis, and Douglas will be shooting free throws here.
Great way to stay aggressive for Will Douglas, not minding the clock and still attacking that time, and still he was able to be rewarded with the 2 free throws at the end here of the first half.
Douglas at the line, 47-39, an 8-point lead for Macau, and a chance for Douglas here to bury some free throws. First one for Douglas. Won't go. Missed opportunity there to build upon the lead. A second left here in the first half. As Craig will check back into the game for defensive purposes here. And Douglas will bury that one. And David Craig will come back into the game for defensive purposes. He's going to be guarding the inbounder. Ball is up, and ball is there, and that won't count, as that is going to be the time. 48-39, a 9-point lead for Macau, Carlo.
Yes, no Adrian Bernard, no problem for the Macau Black Knights. Will Douglas has been stepping up, and that has allowed them to grab this sizable lead heading into the second half.
48, the Macau Black Knights. 39, the TAOYUAN Beer Leopards. As our third game, first 2 quarters is done, and 2 more quarters to go. We'll be back here, the 2026 SummerSlam, the Asian Tournament Invitational, live here in Chengdu, China. Welcome back, everybody. here to the Asian Tournament SummerSlam 2026. Live here in Chengdu, China. Where both of these teams trying to get it done. Carlo, what happened in that first half?
Yeah, again, it's all about defense first for the Macau Black Knights. They held the Taoyuan Taiwan Beer Leopards to just 38% shooting, 12 of 31 from the field, and they did it in points in the paint. They dominated the paint 28-16. So you can see them. Let's see if you can see them continue to lord it over on in the paint.
As there's going to be an early whistle here. Not even or 10 seconds into the quarter. That should be the keys to the game here moving forward. Let's start off with Macau.
Yes, the Macau Black Giants can continue to, again, play good defense like what we said. If they can keep the Taoyuan Beer Leopards to under 40% shooting, then they have a good chance to pull this victory off. And on offense, they have to keep going to Will Douglas, who's been the main man for them. The Beer Leopards have had no answer against Will Douglas in the mid-range, as well as on those strong drives to the basket. So Will Douglas is still the target man for the Macau Black Knights.
One guy that has been playing extremely well for Macau is that guy right there, Noah Newman, all the way up now to 12 points. And last game, he only had 3.
Again, when you see him on the floor, he's like an energizer bunny, more on energy, more on being a spark. But if you can get some offense from him, then that's just a bonus for the Macau Black Knights.
And a 3 goes for Joyo Wang. And it's back down to a 9-point lead for Macau. Newman attacks, gives it up to Mysek. He launches, and he misfires. Lewis with the rebound. Lewis gives it up. Now it's on the left side. Zhao Chung 3, that doesn't go. Noah Newman with the rebound. Newman gives it up to Douglas. Douglas stops for a mid-range jumper. That doesn't go. And here comes Perovic. Perovic. And there's going to be a whistle here down low. 51-42 is the score. As it's going to stay here with the Taoyuan Leopards in the first half. They shot 38% from the field, 30% from the three-point line, but an outstanding 85% from the free throw line. So decent shooting percentages there. Coming from the Beer Leopards as the basketball is here with Joyo. Joyo attacks, gives it up to Wendell Lewis. Lewis gives it back to Joyo. Lewis again from downtown. That's short. Petrovic with a rebound and Petrovic with the finish.
I think I've thought of a comparison, an NBA player for Marco Petrovic.
Let's hear it.
You want to hear it? Chris Kaman.
Ooh.
You remember him?
Yes, I remember him for the Clippers.
Yeah, the Clippers star who also a big man from the Clippers that before. Great footwork, knows his way around the perimeter. So he reminds me of him.
As Wendell Lewis buries that one. I remember Chris Kaman, he became a meme for the Los Angeles Lakers when no one was playing and he was laying down on the bench. David Gregg makes that one asking for a foul. 53-46 is the score. Sheen Kwan guarded by Noah Newman. Sheen Kwan has it right side. Gives it over to Joyo. Joyo looking for a teammate. Goes inside to Petrovic. A couple of fakes. Puts it up and puts it in.
So again, I think he heard us with that comparison. So back-to-back hits inside for Marco Petrovic.
And just like that, it's back down to 5 points here. Macau needs to be careful. Douglas fades away. Petrovic with the rebound. And here comes the Beer Leopards. Zhao Chung attacks. Zhao Chung all the way. Zhao Chung left hand, and it is good.
What a way to switch hands from right to left and still managing to finish that one through.
The Beer Leopards on a 11-5 run to start this second half. And they are now creeping up, only down by 3. We'll be back after this timeout. And what was a 11-point lead for Macau has been brought back down to 3. Wilson, Newman fires away, in and out. And a chance here for the Leopards to go within 1 or tie it up. And there's going to be a foul, and it's going to be an offensive foul, and it's going back to Macau.
A wasted chance for the Leopards that time. Lewis was trying to create some space and just pushed off the defender in front of him. So a clear charge or offensive foul for him.
53-50 is the score. 6 minutes and 51 seconds left to be played here in the third quarter. As Wilson will inbound for the Macau Black Knights. Noah Newman, extended minutes once again in the third quarter. Isaac goes to Noah, goes back to Wilson on the left side. Wilson will lose it, and it's going to the Beer Leopards.
So that one canceled out. The offensive foul on the other end. A chance again for the Leopards to inch closer.
Chance here with a 3 will tie it up. A 2 will bring them within 1. Basketball here. Triangle action. Sheen Kwan for the tie. That won't go. Newman will go the other way. Douglas attacks. Douglas goes up, and it is rejected. And here comes the Beer Leopards. Lin goes over to Petrovic. Petrovic loses it. Pressured here by Douglas. They're trying to go to Sheen Kwan here, but they can't get it to him. But a deep 3 for the tie won't go. Craig with the rebound. Douglas goes to Newman. Newman spins. Newman gives it up to Douglas again. Douglas drives. Douglas kicks it out. Wilson goes back to Newman. They go to Craig. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Craig gives it up to Douglas. Douglas attacks. Mysek launches a 3. No go. And look at Craig get the rebound, and Craig couldn't get the foul. Here, Leopards here going the other way. Sheen Kwan gets it in, and they're only down by 1 now.
Nice fast break offense for the Beer Leopards, and a nice floater on the right side of the court. So down by just 1 are the Leopards.
53-52. Only a 1-point lead for Macau. Craig goes up. Craig misses it. Craig goes up again. And Craig finally gets the call that he's been wanting. 53-52 is the tally of the score. David Craig in the first half did not score a point, but tallied 4 rebounds in 8 minutes and 50 seconds of action. Craig makes the first one. 54-52. 5 minutes and 4 seconds left in the third. David Craig standing at 7'3" here. As David Craig will make both free throws, the lead is back up to 3 now. Let's see if the Beer Leopards can convert in this possession. 5 minutes left in the third. Basketball here is with Bo Wen. Bo Wen. Gives it up to Sheen Kwan. Sheen Kwan for the tie. That's short. Petrovic with the rebound. Petrovic kicks it out. Sheen Kwan, another 3. No good. And another offensive board. Sheen Kwan, a third try. Yes, sir!
Great way to bounce back from that miss that time, and he relocates to that corner and hits that one.
Basketball here is with Macau. Mysek goes inside to Douglas. Douglas to Lau. Lau, 3, yes sir! And a quick answer for the Macau Black Knights.
Nice shot that time. That was well defended actually. Outstretched arms of the defender, but still managing to get that high looping 3 in.
A 3-point lead again for Macau. Sheen Quen loses it. Goes to Marco Perovic. Perovic losing it. Mysek with the steal. Mysek all alone. Mysek with the fake. And Mysek with the finish.
Good veteran move from Cole Mysek, just flying by his defender with the left hand and finishing with the right.
60-55, a 5-point lead now for Macau. Nice drive here, will be lost to Macau. Here comes Johnson. Johnson gives it up to Douglas for three, no good. And the rebound will go to Joseph Ubasa, but he will lose it. And Bo Wen with the basketball. Bo Wen has it. Gives it up to Sheen Kwan. Lin goes right side. Lin attacks. Lin goes up and Lin puts it in.
Good strong drive to the basket and just attracting that defense and having that strength to still put that one in.
Lin had 8 points in the first half alongside 2 rebounds. Now he's back at the free throw line, trying to get it within 2 for the TAOYUAN Leopards. Like we said, Macau had an 11-point lead at one point. Now it's down to a single possession.
The Leopards steadily creeping in here. Again, it's a dangerous team here and Macau has to take better care of the ball.
Let's see if they do just that here. 58-60, a 2-point lead for Macau. Douglas has it. Douglas will slow things down for his squad. Douglas looking for a teammate. Gives it up to Johnson. Johnson attacks. Johnson pulls up at the free throw line. That won't go. Ubasa with the rebound. And Douglas once again will slow things down for his squad. Douglas attacks. Douglas goes in. Throws it up to Ubasa. Ubasa will lose it. And there's some physical action between Ubasa and Wenkai. 60-58. 2-point lead for Macau. As 2 minutes and 34 seconds left to go in the third. Inbounding will be the TAOYUAN Leopards. A chance here. A 3 will give them the lead. A 2 will tie it up. Let's see how it's all going to go down here for the final 2 minutes and 34 seconds of the third. Strong Bo Wen with the basketball. Bo Wen gives it up to Perovic. Bo Wen has it back. Bo Wen goes inside and Bo Wen gets it in.
What a tough angle for Bo Wen, but still managing to get it through despite two arms trying to defend him.
Mysek attacks middle, pulls up top of the key. That won't go. And there's a foul. And let's see who's it's going to be on. Looks like it's going to stay with the Macau Black Knights. A sorry opportunity for the Beer Leopards to get the possession and maybe get the lead. Joseph Ubasa now at the line for the Macau Black Knights. Big man of Macau buries the first free throw, standing at 6'10", of Nigerian and Malaysian descent. Played for the Ateneo Blue Eagles in the UAAP season 86. Played for the IBL for the Pacific Caesar Surabaya squad in the 2025 and 2026 season. As he misses the second one, and the Leopards here a chance to get the lead. Bo Wen. They go to Perovic. Right side low post. Perovic spins. Perovic puts it up, and Ubasa with the block.
Great move by Perovic, but nice timing and denial by Ubasa.
61-60. The Macau Black Knights only up by 1. The TAOYUAN Leopards a chance here to get the lead. Inbounding, Bo Wen. Perovic has it. 6 seconds on the clock. Bo Wen uses the screen. Bo Wen for 3. Yes, sir! And that's the lead for the TAOYUAN Leopards.
Again, the real Leopards team finally showing up now as they have come back from a huge deficit, now on top by 2.
63-61. Newman, sidestep, mid-range jumper, won't go, and another stop here for the Leopards. Will win. Man that gave them the lead, gives it up to Jun. Jun, surveying, lurking, gives it up on the right side. Juan Hao goes to Perovic. Perovic inside. Perovic a couple of fakes, puts it up. Won't get it to go. A stop here for Macau. Let's see here if they can get a basket. And that's going to be a foul. And Jamal McCoy will go to the free throw line. 63-61. And just like that, little by little, the TAOYUAN Leopards were able to get the lead back.
Yes, it's been a clinical showing for them in this whole third quarter, steadily but surely climbing out of that huge hole, and now they're now on top.
Jamal McCoy will misconnect at the free throw line. Only had a point in the first half for the Macau Black Knights, and he's back into the game here in the third quarter. Boy's second free throw will go, and Macau only down by 1. And Wang Haozhe will come into the game for Marco Perovic here. The TAOYUAN Leopards, final minute of this third quarter. We'll have the possession here. Nolan Newman playing pressure defense here, and that will pay off. Macau with the steal. Newman will bring it back out, and it's gonna be a turnover, and it's going the other way.
Missed chance again for the Macau Black Knights to regain the lead here, as the Leopards have turned it up a notch on defense, and now they have resulted to this extra possession for them.
63-62, 1 point lead for the Leopards. Basketball now is with Jun. Jun fires away, and he hits. 66-62 is now the score.
Momentum now on the side of the Leopards here. Back-to-back hits, now on top by 4.
Johnson. Their squad down by 4. Newman has it on the right side. Back to Johnson. Johnson goes to Lau. Lau fires away. Lau will misconnect. And here comes the Beer Leopards. 11 seconds now. Jun attacks. Jun kicks it out. Guan Hao goes to the right side. Another 3 won't go. Jun puts it up. Jun won't make it. And that's going to be it for the third quarter.
A greater showing, or a better showing here for the TAOYUAN Taiwan Beer Leopards, being down all throughout this game, but now on top by 4 points. A great turnaround heading into the fourth and final frame.
TAOYUAN Leopards waking up here in the third quarter. And they have a 4-point lead to enter the final period. Who will win? Who will come out on top? We'll find out here in Chengdu, China. We are back here in Chengdu, China. 4-point lead here for the TAOYUAN Leopards. How did we get here, Carlo?
Again, the Leopards doing it on both ends of the floor, playing better defense and executing on offense with those inside incursions.
A long three there won't connect for Bowen. MACAU will have a chance here to cut down the gap. Douglas back in the game for the Black Knights. Douglas attacks. Douglas in trouble. That's going to be a jump ball. And it's going to stay with the MACAU Black Knights. For MACAU here to regain the lead that was once 11 points. What do they need to do against the streaking Beer Leopards?
I think they don't have to be rattled right here. I know they're trying to, maybe the Leopards are trying to cause a panic because they were able to grab the lead now. But the Black Knights have to keep it one possession at a time and just continue to execute offensively and do what has been successful for them in the last 3 quarters.
66-62 is the score. 9 minutes and 19 seconds left to be played here in the 4th quarter. So a lot of time for either of these teams to figure it out and get a much comfortable lead as Lau will come in for Wilson. On the floor is Newman, Craig, Douglas, Mysek, and Lau for MACAU. Ooh, a nice touch pass to Newman. Kicks it out. Mysek, quick trigger. Yes, sir.
Good ball movement for the MACAU Black Knights that time, ending up in the hands of Paul Mysek, catching and shooting for that 3 on the corner.
Basketball is on the right side. Turnover here for the Beer Leopards. Here comes Douglas. Douglas goes inside, gets it stolen, and here comes the Beer Leopards. And the Beer Leopards inside, and they flip up shot, and that's good.
Again, working his way inside, a nice reverse to sustain this lead for the Leopards.
We have a timeout on the floor here. As Johnson will come in for Douglas. 68-65. Let's see here if MACAU can cut it closer. Newman has it. Newman. Looking for a teammate. They go to Craig. Craig down low, double teamed right away. They go to Mysek. Mysek attacks. Mysek, nothing there. Swings it over to Johnson. Johnson attacks. Newman has it. Newman steps back for a 3. That's gonna be good.
Wow, Noah Newman. Tough shot that time, but still managing to get that step back 3 to go.
68 apiece here. Basketball's on the left side. Almost a steal there. As we take a look at that replay of Noah Newman's 3. Step back is money. As we're trying to get back to the live action here. 8 minutes and 2 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter. Both teams can't seem to pull away here in the 4th.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see for the fans watching in the venue as well as online on YouTube. So it's gonna be a close battle from here on out.
Basketball's on the right side. Nice feed, nice ball movement coming from TAOYUAN, and Lo Wenkai with the finish.
Good high-low again, and nice connection between both big men for the finish inside.
Newman, his squad down by 2. Johnson puts it up and it is rejected. And a steal here for TAOYUAN. Sheen Quinn with an ankle breaker, and he gets that one to go.
What a highlight reel move that time, and all smiles. Perfect description after that play.
Oh my goodness. What a move from Mr. Lin Sheen Kwan. 72-68, 4-point lead. That's going to be a basket for the MACAU Black Knights. Back down to a 2-point lead. Then Shin Kwan gives it over to Guan Hao. Shin Kwan launches from deep. Almost in, and a rebound here by Lau. Newman swings it over to Mysek for the lead, and no go. And the rebound's going to go to the Beer Leopards. Here comes Shin Kwan. Lin attacks left side, puts it up and puts it in.
What strength for that guy right there to just create some space and get that shot up to go.
Lin Shin Kwan with a powerful move and hits that free throw. 75-70 is the score. 6 minutes and 43 seconds left to go. We go to David Craig. Craig in the mid post, looking for a teammate. Craig, he's gonna go all on his own here. Look at Craig trying to power his way inside. That's gonna be a foul. Craig will be shooting some free throws here. 75-70 is the score. They gotta utilize David Craig more often here.
Yeah, they set him up once again, but they tried to have two cutters go past him, but it didn't materialize, so he had to work it all by himself.
As Noah Newman will inbound here at the baseline. Newman looking for a teammate here. They go to Craig once again. They give it up to Newman. Newman goes to Mysek. One more to Lau. Lau launches a three. That won't go. And the rebound's going to go to TAOYUAN. Chance here to build upon their lead. They have a 5-point lead. An attack here by Bo Wen. They kick it back out to AUG. Bo Wen has it back. Bo Wen goes left side to Guan Hao. Bo Wen has it back. 9 seconds. Bo Wen attacks. Kicks it out. Wen Kai with a shot and gets the friendly roll.
Wen Kai has had a few contributions, a handful of contributions in this quarter, and he adds to his total right there.
Norm Newman forces his way inside there, and he will draw that foul. 77-70, 5 minutes and 51 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. As the Macau Black Knights here, after being up 11, as much as 11, down by 7 here, Carlo.
Again, what a turnaround here for the Leopards. Again, we told the viewers in the first quarter, this is a dangerous team, the Leopards. So we were reminding the Macau Black Knights to just stay on their toes, but they didn't do so, as they gave up that huge lead and allowed them to build this 7-point lead for the Leopards.
We have some discussions here on the floor with our officials. And we will see what exactly is the call. 77-70. As we still have one more game coming your way, folks, so don't go away just yet. We have the Sichuan Jincheng Whales going up against the Nihon Tengu of Japan. Sichuan 0-2, Nihon 1-1 as Newman fires that first free throw and he hits. Back down to 6 points here. And let's see. It's all going to go down. Newman shoot the second. 5 minutes and 51 seconds left to go. Newman fires and Newman hits that one. A substitution here. Oh, and a timeout will be called by the TAOYUAN Leopards. They're up by 5. We'll be back with the final 5 minutes and 51 seconds. We are back here in Chengdu, China. 77-72 is the score. 5-point lead for the Taoyuan Leopards as we are approaching the halfway mark of the fourth. Let's see who's going to come out with this win. Swing it over to the left side. Mid-range pull-up is short. The rebound's going to go to Zhao Chang, and there's going to be a foul on Noah Newman.
Saved by the whistle are the Leopards that time. They were unable to capitalize on that offensive possession, but Newman with the last second foul.
As inbounding is Lin Shin Kwan. Swings it over. Swing it one more. Basketballs with Wen Kai. Wen Kai, DHO to Shin Kwan. Shin Kwan attacks. Shin Kwan, nice sidestep. Pump fake, puts it up, and that's going to be a foul. And Lin Shin Kwan is a master at what he does.
Nice way to fake off his defender and just attract contact on the second jump. And 2 free throws for him. And the Black Knights were complaining of a kick on that shot by the Leopards that time.
As free throws will be shot here by the leader of the Taoyuan Leopards, Lin Shin Kwan, as Jamal McCoy was not happy with that call. He was able to calm down after saying what he needed to say. As that shot is good for Lin. Lin continues his fine play here for Taoyuan.
Yes, another all-around performance for the standout of the Leopards. He has been key to this comeback in this fourth quarter.
Nice. The Leopards get that one to go. 79-72, 7-point lead for the Taoyuan Leopards. Newman has it. Noah still has it. Noah goes right side. We're going to go down low to Craig. David spins baseline. David goes up. David will miss that one, but there's going to be a foul, and he's going to be shooting some free throws.
Again, when nothing's happening on your offense, just give it down low to your towering big man and let him do the work.
It's David Craig at the free throw line here, as he's going to shoot these free throws. David Craig, an integral part so far for Macau. And how else can they try to implement him more into the offense here for them to have a positive output for the big man?
Yeah, like what's been happening in the past few possessions. They have to make him be that offensive hub, make him run the plays through him. If he has the ball inside, don't just stand around. Just cut inside and make him see you for those passes.
79-74. 5-point lead for Taoyuan. Nice pinch post action here. Shin Kwan launches a 3. That won't go, and a stop here for Macau. And here comes McCoy. Jamal drives, kicks it out to Douglas. And Douglas will slow things down. Mysek corner. Mysek drives, and he's going to step out of bounds. It's going the other way.
A wasted chance there for the Black Knights. An unforced error for Cole Mysek, just stepping out of bounds in the baseline.
79-74 is the score. 4 minutes and 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Lin Shin Kwan has it. He will give it up to AUG. AUG looking for a teammate, goes to the left side. They attack, 10 seconds on the clock. That won't go. They kick it back out. Shin Kwan, one more to the right side. Yo kicks it out. Stolen here. And a counter steal for Taoyuan. Free throw jumper won't go. And another rebound here for Macau. 5-point lead for Taoyuan. An attack there by Jamal won't go. And the Taoyuan Leopards will slow it down here. They're up by 5. Shin Kwan turns on the Jets. He goes all the way, draws the foul, and again he's going to the free throw line.
Just when we thought they were slowing things down, he immediately put on the boosters that time, and that seemingly confused the defense. And nice attack to the basket to draw the foul.
Shin Kwan still on the floor here. 79-74. It's a 5-point lead for the Taoyuan Leopards. You can see Coach Mark Dandan trying to rally his squad together here. They're still in the fight. There's still a lot of time. 3 minutes and 41 seconds.
Yes, still anybody's ball game here. They're down just by 5 points with still over 3 minutes left here. So we'll see if they can complete this comeback.
3 minutes and 41 seconds left to go. Taoyuan Leopards down or up by 5 here. Macau Black Knights trying to figure it out as Lin Shin Kwan shoot some more free throws. You know, Lin Shin Kwan's gameplay isn't flashy, but it's super, super effective.
Yes, and that's what you want. Usually, there are players who are flashy, flamboyant, but you just need players like him. No flash, just doing what needs to be done and letting his game do the talking.
Sometimes even his moves don't look like highlight moves. It's just a dribble into the lane. He puts it up. A basic move, fundamental. But he gets it done, and he's been the integral part of them having a 6-point lead so far in the game. Shin Kwan misses that free throw. 80-74. 6-point lead for Taoyuan, and Macau trying to stick it close. Douglas goes to Craig. Craig in the mid post here, guarded by Lewis. Craig, 1 dribble, 2 dribbles, looking for a teammate. Lau to Mysek to Newman for 3. Yes, sir!
Great ball movement for the Black Knights that time, and finding Newman on the corner.
Rowan gives it up to Shin Kwan. Now it's with Lewis. Back with Lin. Lin uses a screen of Lewis. Lin tries to go to Lewis. It's stolen here. Here comes Macau. Lau gives it to Newman. They're going to slow things down. We're under 3 minutes here in the 4th quarter. No one gives it up to Douglas. They're going to go back to Craig. They're playing through him now. Craig. And there's going to be a foul on Lin. And it's going to stay with Macau. As Craig having a conversation with the officials here. 80-77. Penalty free throws for Will Douglas.
Again, much needed free throws here for the Black Knights to even trim the gap further here. So they have a chance to cut it to just 1 point, but he misses the first.
Douglas rattles out that free throw there. The good thing he has one more chance to cut it within 2. 2 minutes and 46 seconds left in regulation here. Douglas' second free throw. Makes that one. It's back down to 2. 80-78. And we are going down the wire here in Chengdu, China at the 2026 SummerSlam TAT Invitational. Basketball here is Bowen. Bowen loses it. And it's going to go to Macau. Great defense coming from Cole Mysek.
And the body language says it all for Cole Mysek. They are certainly alive here, and they're down by just a single possession and a chance to tie this game or even take the lead in this one.
Let's see if Macau can do just that. Newman will bring down the basketball for Macau. Douglas has it on the left side. Kicks it out to Mysek for the lead. No good. And the rebound is going to go to the Taoyuan Leopards. Lin has the ball. Perfect guy to be in control for the Beer Leopards. Bowen gives it back to Lin. Lin for 3. Yes, sir!
What a set shot for Lin Shin Kwan. Again, no flashy moves, just knowing how to put the ball inside the rim.
Lin Shin Kwan gives the lead to the Taoyuan Leopards. They are closer and closer to the W. We'll be back after this timeout. What's up, folks? We are back here in the 2026 SummerSlam TAT Invitational. And it's the Macau Black Knights trying to inch their way back into this game. We're under 2 minutes here. 83-78 is the score. Craig has it in the low post. Craig goes to Newman, and it's stolen. And Lin will recover here. A great defensive possession for TAOYUAN. Pull up three is no good, and that's an ill-advised shot there for the Leopards.
But he thought he was open, so he just took that shot in. But again, they could have had waited for a bit longer that time.
Cole Mysek is on the floor here. Hopefully he's okay. Mysek's still on the floor. 83-78. As bodies were on the floor. Mysek's still on the floor there, but it was a jump ball call. 83-78. A 5-point lead for the TAOYUAN Leopards. 1 minute and 32 seconds left to go. Crucial stop here for Macau. And then Shin Kwan will get the inbound and he will give it back to the right side. Bowen with the basketball, guarded by Lau. Bowen attacks, gives it up. Of course, it's going to be Shin Kwan with the basketball. Lin has it. Lin splits the defense. Lin goes to Lewis. It's tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay with TAOYUAN.
Lewis tried telling his teammate to slow things down. I think that was a miscommunication. Strong pass that time, but luckily it was last touch by a green shirt, so they retained possession.
Inbounding is Shin Kwan here. Lin gives it up to Lewis. Lewis bumps. Lewis puts it up, and Lewis puts it in.
Again, when you need those baskets, just give it to your best foreign player and let him do the work.
Newman attacks. Newman goes in. Newman puts it up, and Newman with a wild shot. And here comes TAOYUAN. Under a minute left to go. And they're going to slow things down here. Shin Kwan throws it over to the corner. Wide open three is up. And a wide open three won't go. And here comes Macau. Douglas for three. Douglas won't make that one. Mysek has it. Mysek for three. Mysek will hit. It's back down to 4 points, and there's going to be a timeout for TAOYUAN.
Second serving for the Black Knights, and he was left wide open, and Mysek making the defense pay.
As Cole Mysek hits that three, it brings the lead back down to 4. Lin Shin Kwan all throughout this game has really kept the Leopards competitive. As there's blood on Shin Kwan's elbow there. Hopefully he's all right. 4-point lead for TAOYUAN. Expect that Macau will probably foul here. So if you're Macau, foul right away and then quick three or quick two.
Yeah, for me, always a quick three. I would always say go big or go home. So just if you can if you can have that open 3-pointer, then why not? But first you have to focus here and not turn the ball over.
As Coach Mark Dandan here drawing up some schemes for his squad. And Coach Lin Guanjun also doing the same thing here. And let's see how it's all going to go down. Can TAOYUAN stay undefeated, or will they fall to the Macau Black Knights? And will Macau get their second win or get their second loss? We'll find out here in the next 33 seconds, as there's an 11-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the Leopards will be inbounding at their front court. 85-81. Here we go. TAOYUAN Leopards will lose it. And it's going to stay, though, with the Beer Leopards here.
The lady ref confirmed that one.
As here we go. Beer Leopards will inbound. Look at Will Douglas here having some physical actions here between. Oh, and Will Douglas is heated. And Douglas here trying to get the referees to review this one. And there is going to be a review. I'm curious what happened there.
I think there was a push. I think he felt he was pushed during that positioning battle. We'll see if there was indeed a call to merit.
As we have another 4-game game day here today. As the results of today was the Philippines getting the first win of the day, 94-92. And Statham Academy getting an 88-76 victory over New Taipei Kings. And now this game is pending. 85 for the TAOYUAN Leopards, 81 for the Macau Black Knights. And it's only a 4-point lead for the Leopards. 31 seconds left to go. So this call right here by the officials, very, very crucial. As if there's any technical fouls rewarded, it's going to be free throws for the other squad.
Again, they have to keep their emotions in check here, especially Wilson, or Lewis rather. So again, they are trying to make a comeback here, so they don't have to make unnecessary moves or unnecessary actions to keep this game from blowing up.
As our officials still at the review center here in Chengdu, as we see the players of Macau on the floor. Douglas, Lau, Newman, Mysek, and Lewis having a conversation with Douglas. 85-81 is the score. Still waiting on the officials' official call. There he is. The officials are coming back to the floor here with the official call. And it's going to stay. The TAOYUAN Leopards, no call from the referees of any technical or unsportsmanlike conduct. No free throws. We will resume play. And Douglas still having some words with Lewis. And here we go, 85-81, 4-point lead for TAOYUAN. And Lewis will get the inbounds pass. Lewis will be fouled by Douglas. And Lewis will be shooting some free throws.
So Lewis will be tested on the foul line here. Crucial free throws for them to ice the game here. We'll see if they can finish this one off.
As Lewis will shoot these free throws. Wendell Lewis, the big man of the Leopards, will miss that first free throw.
Wow.
That's going to be big.
Again, keeping the window open here for the Black Knights.
And Lewis will make that one, and Coach Mark Dandan will call a timeout. 86-81, a 5-point lead. What's the game plan here if you're Coach Mark Dandan?
Yes, of course, a quick three if you're the Macau Black Knights, but if not, just a quick two. So, and on defense, just try to grab a quick steal, and if not, just go for another quick foul to stop the clock.
As you see here, a couple of moves from the Leopard squad and Macau Black Knights. As it has been a back and forth action between both of these teams. Biggest lead for Macau was 11. And now they're the ones trailing. So a crucial next few possessions here for Macau as Coach Mark Dandan drawing up a play for his squad. As on the floor for his squad, we will see in a few minutes Coach Lin Guanjun also commanding some final instructions to his squad as the second buzzer sounds, and teams will be coming onto the floor here. As another 4-game game day is coming to conclude. We have one more game coming for all of you here today. On the floor for Macau, Newman, Mysek, Lau, Douglas, and Craig. And for the TAOYUAN Leopards, it's going to be Joe Chung, Lewis, Shin Kwan, and as well as Zhou Yu. And here we go. Douglas inbounding side out. Douglas goes to Craig. Craig goes to Mysek. NBA 3. That's an air ball. Newman recovers it. And that's going to be it from what it looks like. Lin gives it up to the corner. And that's going to be it. 86-81. But Macau will still foul here. And it's going to be free throws for the Beer Leopards.
Again, just putting on the finishing touches here for the Taiwan Beer Leopards as they try to extend this 3-possession ball game.
As Zhao Chung buries that free throw, 87-81. 6-point lead for the Beer Leopards. And second one counts, and that's gonna be a 7-point lead for TAOYUAN. Newman will grab that one. Newman, a hesitation. Newman goes in, and it's going to be a steal. And the Beer Leopards mount an 11-point comeback, and they win this matchup.
A great turnaround for the Taiwan Beer Leopards 7-point victory. They showed what they are all about after a dismal first quarter. They were able to steadily and surely come back from this game, and the result, they stayed undefeated to sweep this group stage and face the bottom team in Group B.
The score is 88-81. The TAOYUAN Leopards improved to 3-0, while the Macau Black Knights will fall to 1-2. As we have one more game coming your way, it's the Sichuan Chinchong Whales up against the Neon Tengu squad of Japan. And we'll be back with that matchup.